Guys, we are only in June, July, Q2, or halfway through the year, and I've already bought 9 luxury items. I've bought 4 bags, 3 jackets, and 2 pairs of shoes. That is a lot more luxury shopping than I was planning on doing. I don't know what happened, guys. I lost control. There was eBay vouchers, there was good deals. So let's go through everything I have bought so far, and I'm going to go in the order of which I bought everything, tell you the price I paid, where I got it from, and whether or not I think they were worth it or if they were regretful purchases. So I was pretty good up until March. That's when it all started. So really, I made all these purchases in the last 3 months because January to March, I didn't buy anything luxury. It was all March to June. That is a lot of heavy shopping I did. So the first luxury item I bought in 2025 was this Cali style bag from the brand Bally of Switzerland. You can see the branding here. And I got it from a Japanese seller on eBay. And this is a seller that I've been using for basically all of my Bally of Switzerland bags. And I wanted to try their kind of Retorn style Kelly, which is the more relaxed, slouchy look. The idea of the Retorn is it's stitched inside out with piping here, as opposed to the really stiff and more serious looking Cellier style, which I already have 2 of those Kelly style bags from Bally of Switzerland, which I'll put here. So this I got for 121 US dollars, and that's including shipping and taxes, or about 193 Australian dollars. So under 200 Australian dollars. So not too bad of a price at all. And you can see it looks very similar to, but not exactly the same as the Hermes Kelly. There's a noticeably longer top handle here, which one of my subbies pointed out is great because you can wear it on the shoulder, whereas the Kelly you cannot. So I thought that was a really nice touch by Bally of Switzerland, and it could be because in Switzerland it's very cold and they wear coats and they want to wear the bags on the shoulder. So I thought, oh, that's a really interesting take as to why this handle is much longer. So this I actually stopped wearing once I got all the other new bags that I bought. I think it's because I just got so excited. So I didn't stop wearing it because I didn't like it. It's because I bought so many other bags, and then I started getting really excited about the other bags. So regretful purchase, no, and I think I really got a good deal on this. But what I did not get with this is the original strap. So there is a strap. However, this one I bought did not come with a strap. So if you are looking for this bag, you might want to pay a little bit more and get the original strap. That's up to you. I just put a different strap on there. So if this one, let me know, would you have regretted buying this, or would you think this would have been worth it? For me, no regrets. Now for all the things that I'm showing you today, I actually do have unboxing and try on videos, which I'll link for each respective product. So I'll link the unboxing and try on video for this bag here. Okay, so then a month later in April, dun, 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 I unboxed this beautiful, very old, very vintage Louis Vuitton, really old model Marley Bandouliere bag. So this is so old, it's pre-date code. It was made before the date code system, and it does not have vachetta. It was used with the even older treated pigskin leather, and that is specifically why I looked for this model, because it's water resistant, weather resistant, no fuss, no muss. So this bag I got, that's what it looks like on the inside, for 224 US dollars. So that is including my taxes and including my shipping. If you minus the taxes, it's about 200 US dollars because our tax is 10%. This, I have absolutely no regrets. I've actually was thinking about this bag since about 2018. So I waited a good 7 years before buying this bag because I kept prioritizing other bags. I should have bought it then, it was cheaper. I probably could have got it for 200 Australian dollars instead of 200 US dollars. So I paid 224 US dollars, which worked out to be about 350 Australian dollars. So I could have got it much cheaper if I just had bought it back in 2018 when I was actually first thinking about it. But no regrets on this one. So easy to use, really thick canvas. And I think that's a pigskin leather interior. It's a leather interior, I just don't know exactly if it's pigskin. Super easy to use, guys. Super hard wearing. If you want to see the unboxing and try on video on this one, I'll link it here. So let me know, would you have regretted this for 200 US dollars or 350 Australian dollars? For me, no regrets at all. And this one I have been using a lot. For some reason, I got into really small bags, under 25 centimeters. So this one was actually on the bigger side. This one was advertised at 22 centimeters, but when it came, it was actually 25 centimeters. So they did give me some money back. So the price that I told you, 121, was already after they gave me some money back. So this you really don't see anywhere on YouTube, on Instagram. So if you want to know more details about it, watch my unboxing video. Okay, so then a couple of weeks later, we made it into May. And then I got another bag. So I've been buying one bag a month for the last 3-4 months. So March, April, and now May. And you might be thinking, is that a knockoff Birkin? Because that looks like a Birkin, but that's not an Hermes Birkin. So is that like a knockoff? This is actually a brand called Bally of Switzerland. Yes, the same Bally of Switzerland that this bag is from. Or maybe it's pronounced Bally. I don't know. You guys tell me. Sometimes I don't know how to pronounce things. Bally, Bally. Vote in the comment section. Is it Bali like the country? Or is it Bally? So this is their version of a Birkin. So there were lots of brands that made these Birkin style and Kelly style bags in the past. 70s, 80s, 90s, a lot of the other fashion houses were making these style bags. I think Hermes started suing people, hence a lot of them stopped making it. But there was a time when Hermes was not the only brand making these shaped bags. So there are actually a whole bunch of other brands, which I'll show you 7 Birkin alternatives in this video here. And I'll show you 7 Kelly alternatives in this video here, which are all from other well-known established fashion houses. So this is a Birkin style bag, but for me, it has advantages over the Birkin, which personally suit my needs, which the Birkin does not, and made the Birkin like a deal breaker. Number 1, this comes with a strap. Yes, it has actually a crossbody strap. And the clasp here is actually a very similar shape to the clasp that I have on my vintage Hermes Saxandrine. So even the clasp is very similar shape to the vintage Hermes ones. So it has the sangles and the turret like a Birkin. However, it is not done by a flap that has to go over, but rather a top zip. So I can leave the sangles and the turret done up and still access the inside of the bag because it has a top zip. It does have feet on the bottom, but so does the Birkin. And this is not actually made of leather. This is like some sort of PVC coated fabric or coated material. And close up, you can see this is all actually beads for Bally of Switzerland printed in there. So there's actually an intricate design there. So this was $231 US. So that's including my 10% tax and shipping also. So this worked out to be, again, like 350 Australian dollars. Very similar in price to this. So this was like 220, this was 230 US dollars. So they're both roughly 350 Australian dollars. This was actually in grade A condition. So for grade A, not bad at all. I've actually been wearing this to work once. There's a particular day that I wear this to work. So I've been wearing this to work once a week, every week since I got it. And this is a 28 centimeter bag. I did mention just a few minutes ago that I've just been wearing smaller bags. So this one I actually wear when I need to lug the kitchen sink around. So let me know, would you have regretted this purchase or would you have loved this purchase? For me, I'm loving it. And because I have a use case for it. So I had to make sure I thought about a use case before I bought it as well. And that's the same with all my bags. If I can't think of a use case, but having said that, a use case also counts a display piece. If I'm purposely buying it to display or to add to my collection, I do count that as a use case too. Not all my bags are equally used, because some of them, the use case is not for use. Okay, there's still one more bag to go, but we are going to take a break from the bags because I did buy a whole bunch of ready to wear and 2 pairs of shoes in between. So by about May, we're starting to get a bit cool because we're now in winter here in Australia. And I wanted to expand my winter ready to wear collection. So I found this vintage Christian Dior coat. This is a size 9, a wool coat. And this I got for 189 Australian dollars, including taxes and shipping. And I got that price because A, I sent in a best offer, and B, I stacked it with an eBay voucher. So all up with all my discounts, 189 Australian dollars, including taxes and shipping. The shipping was $18. So really the price of the item was 189 minus 18. However, I did spend $18 on dry cleaning this when I first got it. So that kind of evened out. And actually, the dry cleaning lady was quite impressed with the coat too. She goes, wow, it's so light, but it seems so warm. And I have to agree with her. It's really light and really warm. And actually, the arm length was perfect for me. I have short arms. I'm a shorty. So this was really nice arm length for me. And I really love the gold statement buttons. So you can see here in the try on video, more close-up shots of it and also more close-ups of me wearing it. So let me know what you think. Would you think that 189 Australian dollars, like what is that in US dollars? 120. Yeah, I think it was like 110 or 120 US dollars for a vintage Christian Dior 100% wool coat. Loving it so far in winter, no regrets. Then a week later, after buying the wool Dior coat, I found this Gucci down jacket. So this is a size 38 and this is made of goose down. I've never owned a goose down jacket before. All my jackets that were down jackets were previously duck down. However, I do have a goose down duvet or blanket or whatever you want to call it. And so now I thought, you know, I never knew why goose down was more expensive than duck down. However, since wearing this, I now know why. It is literally warmer than duck down. So this was 200 Australian dollars plus $20 shipping, so 220 Australian dollars. It was actually originally 320, but they had a best offer function, and so I offered 200 and they took it. There were some undisclosed problems with this bag though, undisclosed, because they wrote good condition. It wasn't good condition, that's not true. Number one, the original zipper was missing. You can see here, this is a YKK zipper. Everywhere else on this jacket has Gucci branded zippers. And not only that, the back of the zipper is actually Lampo. So it would not make sense to be Lampo brand at the back and YKK on the top because they are different zipper brands. You wouldn't have one zipper that is mixed one brand and the other brand. It would either be or Lampo or YKK. So they've lost the original zipper there and they must have got it replaced somewhere through a third party, and the third party probably put this YKK zipper on there. But it should have all been this Gucci branded zipper that Lampo made. Additionally, there's a lot of wear on the cuff. The wear on the cuff doesn't bother me because I'm going to put wear on the cuff anyway. But having a non-original zipper, I think that is something that needs to be declared. But they already accepted such a low offer from me, down from 320 to 200. I didn't bother bringing that up with the seller. I was like, oh, whatever. But I have to say that Goose Down is definitely much warmer than Duck Down when it comes to jackets. So do I regret this? No, because I'm using it. I actually wear this to work. It keeps me really warm at work. So this is getting a lot of use. Now on the same day that I bought that Gucci jacket, I actually bought 2 pairs of YSL heels. So I'll just show you one of each. So it is literally the same heel in 2 different colors. So it's a really short kitten heel, block style heel. Cutesy bow, and these are YSL heels. So there was someone selling 2 colors of the same pair. Now these are size 38. So I got them for $65 each. So that's $130. However, when I took it to the shoe repairman to get these bottoms repaired, and that ended up costing an extra $30 each. So then that took my price up to 190 Australian dollars for the shoes. Then I had to pay $20 shipping, but the $20 shipping was actually counted by a eBay voucher. So $190 all up for 2 pairs. So like $95 a pair. To be honest, were these worth it? This is kind of the wrong size, so I didn't know. I was kind of gambling. I've never bought YSL shoes before, and I have wide feet. My width of my feet is like a size 38, but my length is a size 37. So I never really know whether to get 37 or 38 the first time, particularly if I've never tried it on. So I just gambled with a 38 because I'd rather be too long than too narrow and pinch me. It did turn out to be too long, and I did have to make some alterations. So I did have to punch 2 additional holes. I did 1 centimeter hole that was still too long. I had to do another centimeter hole there. So 2 centimeters altogether. To be honest, I don't wear heels enough to really make it like super worth it. Unlike a jacket, which I can wear every day to work, heels I'm rarely wearing. So I really could have lived without these, but for $95 a pair, I probably didn't need to buy 2 pairs too. So possibly regret, possibly. Let me know what you think, regret or good deal. I think it's a good deal, but still, you can still be a good deal and potentially regretful purchase. Okay, so 2 days after buying that $200 Gucci jacket and spending nearly $200 on 2 pairs of YSL heels, I bought this Moschino. Now, it's not Moschino boutique, it's Moschino cheap and chic, but I thought that this jacket or cardigan or whatever you want to call it was gorgeous, particularly this neckline that stands up quite tall. I thought this was so nice and pretty. So this I got for 205 Australian dollars. So that's including taxes and shipping. So again, I did have a voucher for it. The voucher kind of evened out with the shipping costs. Again, this one I probably could have lived without. I don't wear this to work. It's a bit not appropriate for the type of work that I do. And also it's white, so I don't want to wear white to work. I could have lived without that, but I thought that this was such a beautifully constructed piece that I think I can wear this for many years of my life. So even though I don't have an immediate use case for it now, definitely I think this is worth it, not a regretful purchase. Okay guys, so back to bags. So lastly, in June, my most recent purchase, dun dun dun, this Gucci camera bag. So this is actually a bag that had some flaws that weren't described. You can see there's got a big crack on the front here. Then there were some flaws that were described, such as a torn and ripped interior. You can see I have since repaired it myself, DIY repair, but it did come with lots of problems and a low price tag to reflect it. This was a gamble. As you can see, my gamble didn't really pay off because there was undisclosed flaws. So this was initially 160 US dollars. They had a best offer function. I sent it in for 130. They accepted, still had to pay 10% tax. So it took it up to like 140 odd US dollars. But then when it came with this undisclosed flaw, they offered me either a refund of 25 US dollars or to send it back. I took my 25 US dollars back and I kept the bag. This brought me down to 117 US dollars all up, including taxes and shipping, or about 189 Australian dollars. So I've decided to keep it. Could I regret this later if this flaw gets worse? Because it doesn't look too bad when it's stationary, but if it's open, you can see that's starting to open and it's already split. Actually, it's not starting to split, it's already split. This could be a regretful purchase later. I thought about this bag, whether I was going to keep it or not, before doing the reveal video. Didn't even do an unboxing video because I had to think about it for a while before deciding to keep it as well. So if you want to see what this looks like, it's a really cute camera bag. I have my unboxing and try on video here. So for now, it is not a regret, but I'm open to the possibility of it becoming a regret later, just depending on how that damage goes. Only time will tell. So guys, just some of my final thoughts. I did not expect to be spending approximately 1,800 Australian dollars on 9 luxury items within the space of 3 months. I did not expect that at all. I did really well in the first 3 months. I didn't buy any luxury item. And then I just went ham on the month of March to June. I don't know, I lost my head, guys. Does that happen to you? Do you just lose your head? So 3 of the items, so these 2 pairs of shoes in this bag, these are time will tell. I'm open to these being potential regrets, but all the other 6 items I think will be in my wardrobe for a long time to come. Let me know, what did you buy in the first quarter? How much did you spend? And do you have any regretful purchases? And let me know about the things I bought, whether or not you would have considered those to be regretful purchases. Now, if you guys want to see more in-depth details about this Gucci bag I just unboxed, I'll link the unboxing and try on video here. If you guys want to see more about this vintage Louis Vuitton bag that I unboxed, I'll leave the try on and video here. And if you want to know more about these vintage Bally of Switzerland bags, I will leave the unboxing and try on videos here.